The other day we did a video talking about the Streets of Rage 4 limited run games release. Now a lot of people were confused, a little upset. There was a lot of people out there venting frustrations with this release because it turned out Limited Run Games wasn't the only company releasing the game physically. Pre-orders started popping up on Amazon.com, Play Asia, places in the UK, and sure, this doesn't speak for everyone out there who was, not everybody was upset with this, but some people were like, hey, more the merrier. The availability is great, but that's not really what the problem was. The problem was that a lot of people outside the US had pre-ordered this game through Limited Run Games, thinking this was the only option, and then boom, right after they pre-ordered it, it's available in the UK with a firm release date for it being shipped. And that caused a lot of frustration, not just in Europe, but in other places as well, with the way Limited Run Games does things. But now we do have an update to this story. We have some statements out there concerning this. One of them's from Dotemu. I'm not sure how to say their name, but they are the developer publisher of Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, Windjammers 2, and Streets of Rage 4. So they were getting a lot of crap, just like Limited Run Games was getting a lot of crap. What's going on out here? Now, with this statement, with their, them trying to explain the situation, I don't think it fully explains everything, but let's go ahead and take a look at what they had to say. So they state, Limited Run Games and Dotemu have enjoyed a successful partnership for several years, and working together for Streets of Rage 4 was planned early in the project. As is the case with many game releases, additional partnerships for physical versions were arranged in the duration of development. These were primarily, so not like exclusively, but primarily targeted to non-US customers. But in the process, we made mistakes in planning and we want to apologize. For clarity, Limited Run Games had no involvement with the other planned physical releases or timing. Now that part kind of explains some of the concern that a lot of people had. Was Limited Run Games suppressing the announcement of other companies releasing this title so they could get in as many pre-orders as possible? This kind of makes it seem like no, they weren't involved in any of that. But I still kind of question that. That's up for debate. But they're putting it out there that Limited Run Games had no involvement with the timing of anything. Not exactly specific, but I'll take their word for it. Limited Run Games, at least I'm reading into it a little bit, I guess. Limited Run Games didn't have anything to do with that. They go on to say, we underestimated demand of fans and we made a misstep when it came to timing and delivery of the physical releases. We apologize for this to Limited Run and to the fans, both theirs and ours, and we'll do better next time. We also want to emphasize that Limited Run Games Streets of Rage 4 editions are entirely unique, offering exclusive artwork by art director Ben Fiquet. I don't know how to say his name, whatever. That will not be available anywhere else. That's typically the case. Limited Run Games, you get a special edition cover that's not available anywhere else. Even if their games are released under the Limited Run Games name, and like Best Buy, for example, the Best Buy editions have a different cover. So in order to get that cover, if you're one of those people who really dig that kind of stuff, it's only through Limited Run Games. I get it. As a make good, they go on to continue, as a make good to Limited Run Games orders, Dotemu and Limited Run Games are giving free Steam keys to all the limited edition orders, and all orders of Streets of Rage 4 will receive a complimentary and unique 15-track soundtrack CD of the game's OST, including an exclusive remix from composer T. Lopez. We apologize for the inconvenience. So that was their statement there. If you go and look at the various announcements of the release game from Merge Limited, Signature Edition Games, it was all, kind of close to the end date of the pre-orders for Limited Run Games. So that's one of the reasons people were upset. These things started popping up in leaks and whatnot. Streets of Rage 4 for the PS4 went up on Amazon.com and then it was taken down, made unavailable like a day later. Maybe because people raised hell and they weren't supposed to put it up right away. I don't know. But now we do have, that's back up. You can pre-order through Amazon. The Switch edition is up through Amazon. It's all there to be pre-ordered since Limited Run Games pre-orders are no longer available. Now, you know, the biggest thing I've seen people say is with this statement and with limited run games already putting this out there that they're giving Steam keys out to limited edition pre-orders, most of the people, it seems, like I said, I can't speak for everybody. I'm just making a broad brushstroke of, information I've seen out there. But a lot of people who've pre-ordered the limited editions from limited run games, they weren't really that upset. Like, they wanted those extras. They wanted those things that came with that you weren't going to be able to get anywhere else anyway. Those people weren't too much upset. I'm sure there might have been a few, but it was mostly the people who were just looking to get the standard release of the game, to have a physical copy of it to be able to play and keep, add it to their collection, whatever the case may be. Those were the people who were more so upset. You got to wait 2 to 4 months, which, I mean, who knows? It could be longer than that, could be shorter. Most of the time it's longer from my experiences with limited run games, but you don't have a firm release date for the physical launch of the game. You know, there's other companies who are putting it out there that have a firm release date. Limited run games, will you get it before everybody else? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know until they guarantee that you will. Some people have said that, hey, it looks like we're gonna get them in like June or so, which I don't know, that's pretty soon. Whereas everybody else is getting them in July. So we'll have to wait and see on that part of it. But the standard edition people, anybody who pre-ordered through limited run games, they're getting that soundtrack CD. That's a nice little bonus that I think a lot of people can appreciate. And they're taking that for what it's worth and saying, hey, yeah, okay, this was all a big mistake. We'll take that. I'm fine with that. But as far as like the Steam keys, I know I kind of touched on this a little bit the other day. Not everybody cares about Steam keys. They probably would prefer to have a digital version for the console of choice, which I guess it's probably a lot cheaper or easier. Anyway, maybe more easier is the better term, to give people Steam keys than Switch keys or PS4 keys, whatever. But only the people who got limited edition orders are getting that, not the people who bought the standard release, who are really the ones who are a little miffed by this. So if you got the standard edition, you're not getting the early key to play the game now. So that's kind of a strange thing, I thought. It's a crazy thing. Dotemu put out this statement. I understand it. Mistakes were made, but in reality, is it just greed? Is that really what's going on here? This company, they want to make as much money as they can. They're making deals with other companies. Does this rely on limited run games solely? Really, no. I mean, it doesn't, but maybe they could, have better control over the things that they're working on or doing, but they don't own these games. They're just getting them, made and sent out to people and sold and whatnot. So, it's a business, but with business, you got to make that money. And Dotemu, they're about making that money. They're about whoring out the game instead of having any kind of exclusivity deal with limited run games or anybody else for that matter. But the thing I really questioned was the primarily targeted to non-US customers. So that would be, Europe, distributed through Merge Limited, Signature Edition games in the UK. But Merge is selling the game through Amazon US with, the ESRB. It's made for the US market. I don't understand Dotemu here. Like, they didn't say it was exclusively targeted to non-US customers. So to me, it would seem like they knew that Merge was going to sell in the US as well. So I find that kind of strange. Like, you're not going to be a company that makes a deal with another company and just assume, okay, well, they said we can distribute this in the UK throughout Europe. Well, we're going to assume the US is included in that. I don't typically think it works that way. I do feel Dotemu did know what was going on, and with all the backlash going on with this release, that they just had to put some kind of statement out there to try to make things better for people. I really do think if they're doing the Steam key thing through limited run games, they really should offer that to more than just the limited edition people. If they could do system specific, that would be nice, but that doesn't seem to be something that will happen. But yeah, it's just about making that money. Maybe this game should have never been released the way they're doing it. I mean, it was a trending game. Like, as far as since it was announced, like it should have just had a wide release, sold in stores, not going through any specialty company, just got it out there to be sold. I don't care if it was Merge or Limited Run Games doing something special. They should have had a firm release date on this and got the physical edition out there to everybody who wanted it, and not had any of these shenanigans going on, because it makes a lot of people look bad. Limited Run Games, a lot of people, you know, don't like the way they do business, don't like certain things with them, but then there's a lot of fans as well. Like I stated previously, I have nothing personal against Limited Run Games. I kind of don't like some of the things they do, so I just stay away from it. But it's not for me. I'm not one of those people who are like, I have to have a limited edition game. No, I just want games to be available if you want to purchase them or not. And, you know, Limited Run Games has been doing the open pre-orders on things for a specified window, and that's fine. Some people do want that limited nature of what they offer, and it's not so limited anymore in a sense as far as the physical availability goes. That's what a lot of people were disappointed in. And I can understand that, but a game like this probably should have never had that idea behind it. And with them going through Limited Run Games, a lot of people get that idea in their mind that this game is going to be a limited physical release. Get it now or get it never. And that's one of the big problems with releases through Limited Run Games. Their name says it, limited run, right? So you buy this product from them and you assume it's going to be limited. It's going to be a rarity. Should that be the way things go with these launches of games? I don't personally think so, but for some people, that's what they want. They want rarities. They want collectibles. And hey, it's nice. Limited Run Games does offer limited edition crazy ass bundles of stuff. But at the same time, I still really go back to this release in particular probably should have never went to this business model. Should have just been a wide release available when the game went live as far as digital. So everybody who wanted it could have had the option of buying it physical or buying it digital and not having to wait one way or the other. But that's it. Just wanted to, you know, give you guys a heads up on everything going on out there, a little update. Really do appreciate every single one of you guys. If you want to help me out, hit that like button, drop a comment down below. That helps me out greatly to continue doing what I'm doing. That's all I ask of you guys. So hey, really do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom. Bye.